If you have ever found yourself asking the question what the worst horror movie ever made could possibly look like, then you will be happy to know that I have finally found the answer. I found Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey at one of my local Walmarts for like $10, and looking back, I don't even think somebody could pay me $10 to watch this movie again. This is 100% without a doubt the worst horror movie I have ever seen, and it might actually be the worst movie I've ever seen overall. Welcome back to the channel, my name is Haydxn, and today we are going to talk about the worst horror movie ever, aka Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey. So without further ado, grab a snack, grab a drink, sit tight, and let's get into it. Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey was released in 2023, and before the movie even came out, it was already met with mixed reviews considering that the horror genre was taking one of the most iconic children's characters of all time and turning him into a cannibalistic monster. This movie was filmed over the span of only 10 days, who would have thought, and with a $100,000 budget, they ended up with a whopping $7.7 million in the box office. Obviously, with the amount of money they made Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 2, which, after watching the first one, I don't even think I want to watch it. The movie opens up explaining how Christopher Robin met Winnie along with all of his other friends in the 100-acre wood. But when it was time for Christopher Robin to finally move on and go to college to become a doctor, he left all of his friends there in the woods, so that meant they had no interaction with any outside sources, and it was also winter apparently, so they didn't have any food, so they ended up all just having to eat each other and turn feral. It sounds like a really cool idea, but then you actually have to watch the movie, and it's not cool at all. It's really stupid. 5 years later, Christopher and his fiance return to the woods to meet his friends, and that is where they find out that they have been turned into cannibalistic monsters. Piglet ends up strangling his fiance Mary to death, and then they drag Christopher off into the woods. After this, the movie cuts to a group of friends who are renting a cabin in the 100-acre woods so that their friend Tina can get over her experience with a stalker. I don't know about y'all, but I don't think I would have a stalker experience and then the first place I want to go is the middle of nowhere in some cabin. That's just me though, I don't know. Obviously, they were discovered by Pooh and Piglet, and the massacre began. I will say, although the movie was absolute garbage, I do think that some of the kills were kinda cool. Given how bad the movie was, the kills were okay, I guess. So needless to say, the friends start dying one by one. They end up finding Christopher hanging up in Pooh's treehouse, and they free him from his chains, and they all start to try and escape the 100-acre wood. They also find another hostage named Charlene, who says that she wants to get her revenge on Piglet because he basically just mutilated her face and she wants to kill him. They did a lot of work to get Piglet to her, and he ends up eating her anyways. It's so bad. I can't even lie. It's really bad. The movie continues with Pooh and Piglet going on their massacre while the friends are trying to escape, but obviously most of them are being caught and killed before they even get the chance. Two of the friends end up eventually getting to the road and flagging down a guy to pick them up and help them, but Pooh ends up killing him anyways. Christopher Robin finally shows up out of nowhere and he smashes Pooh with a car. Obviously he survives because why not? It's a horror movie. He frees himself from in between this car and truck and catches the last surviving friend. Christopher is basically just begging Pooh to release this girl, and he's telling Pooh that he will stay with him forever. A little late for that, Christopher. But Pooh finally speaks and he says, "You left." And then he kills Maria. I don't know. So Christopher Robin just completely runs away, and I'm assuming that is where the second movie picks up because this is the end of the first movie. It was very easy to summarize this movie considering it was only a runtime of 84 minutes, which doesn't even equate to a full hour and a half, even though it feels like an eternity when you're actually sitting there trying to watch it. I could go on for days and days about why this movie was so bad. The acting sucked, the story that they were trying to tell sucked. Apart from some of the decent kills, everything that Pooh and Piglet were doing throughout the entire movie sucked. It was all in all just a really horrible experience. Now normally a movie like this you can look at and you can be like, oh well, it was funny and it was fun. We don't even have that here. There was no comedy, it wasn't a fun movie to watch, nothing about it was good. But like I said, due to the box office success, a second movie was announced with a 5 times bigger budget. The second movie is out now, I still have yet to watch it. Like I said, I don't even know if I want to. But if I do end up watching it at some point soon, maybe it will get a halfway positive review here on the channel. These movies are actually set to be in some twisted childhood universe where they're even making a scary Bambi movie, movie as well as a Pinocchio movie. I can only imagine how good those are gonna be. But in the end, it is planned for us to have an entire universe of these movies, and hopefully after the first one, they learn to keep on getting better and better as we go. I guess you could argue that just by looking at the DVD and the DVD cover, I should have known that this was gonna be a bad movie. Well, yeah, I didn't expect for it to be like some fantastic like masterpiece. I did think that something about it was gonna at least be mildly interesting. I couldn't have been any more wrong. But that's it. That's gonna be about it. That is Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. If you guys want to go and watch it for yourself, then I'm sure it's like probably free somewhere like Tubi. But I would save myself the 83 or 84 minutes and just stare at the wall instead. If you've watched it, let me know down in the comments what you think about it, and while you're there, let me know if you want to watch it or if you don't want to watch it after watching my review. If you enjoyed this video, then please be sure to leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, and if you're going to subscribe to the channel, you might as well go ahead and hit the notification bell as well, because it is literally right there next to it. Thank you for watching this video. My name is Haydxn, and I will be sure to see you guys in the next one. Peace!